Yes, sir. Dasamsa is completed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, that 15th, Dwadashamsha. Page number 73, downside, last.
Page number 73. Yes. Dwadashamsha.
That Sanskrit lines.
Yes. Sanskrit is 15. Dwadashamsha. Yeah, द्वादशांशस्य गणना ते क्षत्रादि निर्दिशेत तेषामगीषाः क्रमशो गणेशा अश्विया माहया.
Okay. Dwadashamsha. The reckoning of the Dwadashamsha, 1/12 of a sign, are 2.5 degrees each, commences from the same sign. In each sign, the presidentship repeats thrice in order of Ganesha, Ashwini Kumaras, Yama, and Sarpa for 12 Dwadashamshas. Each Dwadashamsha is 2 degree 30 minutes, and 12 divisions fall successfully in the successive 12 signs from the sign in question. The following table will show the details. So horizontal line is signs and vertical lines are divisions. So each sign was divided into 12 parts. So first sign, when you come vertically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The second sign start with the second 2, and third sign will start with 3. So same will repeat. So example, the Dwadashamsas in Aries in order are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Similarly, for other signs, these be known from the table. So Dwadashamsas are related to parents. So how you behave with your parents, how you mingle with parents, what is the support you will get from the parents, we can see from the Dwadashamsha. So Dwadashamsha is the division of 12. Each sign is 30 degrees. 30 degrees was divided by 12. So that is 2 degrees 30 minutes. Each Dwadashamsha is 2 degrees 30 minutes. So each sign is divided into 12 parts. So here in Dwadashamsha, mainly it will focus on how the relations between your parents, grandparents, how is your lineage. So those things will be seen from the Dwadashamsha, day 12. The first house will tell relations with parents and grandparents, and the second house is what are the values you will get from the family, what is the wealth you will get from the family. So what is the support you will get from the family is the second house. Second house is what ethics, morals parents will teach you. That is the second house. And third house is how your parents will put their efforts to bring you up. What are the efforts they will keep to bringing you up. So fourth house is how you live with your parents happily. So happiness will be calculated from the fourth house. And the fifth house is, it is 159. So 1 is you, and 5th is your children, 9th is your father. So this DNA is decoded in 159. So it is 9th from the 9th. From 9th house, it is 9th. So it denotes your grandparents' lineage. So and your and the relation of 5th house. It indicates your forefathers. So what you obtained from their your lineage, those things will be denoted in fifth house. Sixth house is what are the, as fifth house denotes your what intelligence you carried from your forefathers, and sixth house will tell about what are the service, what is the what you inherited from them, what service you got, so what debts, what diseases, those things will can be discussed in sixth house by seeing the sixth house. So sixth house will denotes what is your lineage, focuses on which profession, what services they carried, those things can be discussed. What diseases they passed away to you, those things also you can seen from the sixth house. Seventh house. Seventh house is how your parents relationship is. Okay, so they are maintaining good relationship in the society, good relationship between them or not, how they promoted their relationship to you. So eighth house is inheritance you got from the parents, what inheritance you got from the parents. Ninth is what dharma you got, what nyaya you got from your parents. And 10th house is what are the karmas your parent from your parents you got, from your forefathers. Parents means the lineage from your grandfathers or forefathers, parents. So those karmas, what you bought. So what works you will do. Those things will be the 10th house will tell you. And the 11th house, from your elders, what gains and profits you will get. And 12th house, this is the house where what internal spirituality you got from your parents. What are the losses you will face because of your parents? Those things will deal with 12th house. So these are the brief area of Dwadasha Amsha. So here we always check that where is the Lagna Lad? Lagna Lad is crucial. If Lagna Lad is in Dusthana houses, there will be some suffering with your parents. If it is in good status, you will get more happiness from your parents. That's all, sir. You can add anything, sir.
Almost all. Just add some little bit. The calculation of Dwadashamsha is important because after the Maharshi said there are 6 Varga charts are very, very important. In that, one of them is Dwadashamsha. After D9, D3, D9, D10, D12. So now the most important chart for seeing the horoscope. So this chart shows about same as discussed, sir, about your parents and the relation with them and what you got from your parents. Means whatever is a material or immaterial, is a knowledge or procedure or wealth, whatever it is. The way of living, the rules and regulations, it's a lineage. They transfer from their ancestors. The same thing they will transfer to you. So that knowledge, whether you will get it or not, so that everything can be seen from this Dwadashamsha. Also, you can check the health of the parents, mother and father, how they are going to live, what is their health issues, how they suffer. Even some learned astrologers can predict the parents' last day also, the death of the parents. So that's why this is important. Apart from that, Dwadashamsha deals with moksha. So moksha house and parents house. So the karaka of the parents is mother is moon, father is sun, and the karaka for moksha is ketu. So these three planets karakas of the D12. So once anyone chart, you need to look for these three planets, how they posited, how much they are strong, how much they are getting benefic aspects or malefic aspects. Based on that, you can read the chart. So next, in the shloka, it's mentioned Tesham Adishaha Kramasho Ganesha Ashwin Yama Haya. So there are 4 lots. Out of 12 divisions, this Dvadashamsha means one sign is divided into 12 parts. So those 12 parts, again category 3. So in that 3 means 1, 2, 3, 4. First, the 4 is again, first Lord is Ganesha, second Lord is Ashwini, third Lord is Yama, fourth division Lord is Sarpa actually. So that's why this 4 again repeats. Ganesha, Ashwini, Yama and Sarpa. So 12, these will be repeated. So based on that, suppose any planet sitting in one particular division, suppose Ganesha division, the first division. If you take Aries first division is, it will be in Aries only. That Lord is Ganesha. So Ganesha is, we all know it. He is a protector and initiator and knowledge giver. So any planet is in Ganesha is supports. If any person start working towards that goal, he will get the success. Second one is Ashwini. Ashwini Kumaras, we all know it. So Ashwini Kumaras are natural healers. They work for healing and they give the caring, nurturing, those type of things. So any planet in this Ashwini Kumaras division, so you are going to expect those results from the planet. Third is Yama. Yama, we all know, is a very strict and straight person. So he only looks for dharma and he follows time. If any planet sitting there, if you are not following that planet related rules and regulations or dharma, if you are violating those things, Yama will not spare you. So he will give the punishment. So that is Yama. Next is the last one, Sarpa. Sarpa is again, it's a Sarpa in astrology, we call it as a, if you take positive way, it will give the hurdles, problems. It's a poison, creates poison. Any planet sitting there, that provides some type of poison. At the same time, if the person is a spiritual path, spiritual side, that is a mystic. So you will go, that planet will going to give some mystic results. So these are the 4 variety of the lots of the division. So if anyone interested, those people can read inside by looking which planet and which division. And moksha part, moksha is again Ketu. We need to see where is the Ketu sitting, how he is located, how is 12th house in D12, what is there any past life link towards moksha? In D12, suppose Ketu sitting in 12th house, definitely there is a link with your previous life regarding spiritual life. So that way you can see, if any person want to see what is my previous life and what is the goal for this life. So these are the there are so much of knowledge is available in the market, so many books. But here only we are discussing just introduction of the all Varga charts. I think this is the more than sufficient information for introduction. If anyone to ask anything, you can ask. No.
Nobody will
Okay,
care,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Anything?
Okay. The main thing is we need to see Lagna Lord. Basically, Lagna Lord, if it is in Dushtana houses, you will face some hurdles with the parents. Okay. According to astrology, I'm not telling about your life. According to astrology, Dwadashamsha, we will check whether the Lagna Lord is in bad places or good places. And also, the second house, what are the morals, ethics you will get from the parents? That is also important. And sixth house, any loans, those kind of, if a sixth house Lord is suffering or sixth house is occupied with Rahu, those kind of things, there will be some loans from your parents. It will extend to you. Maybe it will come to you. So these are the important points which you need to see in the Dwadashamsha. Next we will go to Shodasamsa. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Shodashamsha. This is the shloka. Ajasimhashvito gneya Shodashamsha charadishu Aja Vishnu haraha Surye hyoje Yugme pratipakam.
Okay. Starting from Aries for a movable sign, from Leo for a fixed sign, and from Sagittarius for a dual sign. The 16 Shodashamshas, 16th part of sign. So each and every 30 degrees was divided by 16. So we will get 1 degree 52 minutes. So 30 seconds are regularly distributed. One Shodashamsha is 1 degree 52 minutes 30 seconds. So it was distributed. The presiding deities of this repeat in the order of Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Sun 4 times in case of an odd sign. It is reverse in the case of even sign that these ruling deities are understood. Notes: each sign is made into 16 equal parts, Shodashamshas. So 1 degree 52 minutes 30 seconds. The 16 divisions for any movable sign, can turn the page, sir. Comments from Aries are distributed successfully. Similarly, from Leo for all fixed signs and from Sagittarius for all dual signs. So they given the chart, the first and 13, the signs based on the signs Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And the signs are they segregated into 3 parts. So Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So 1, 4, 7, 10. And Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. 2, 5, 8, 11. And Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So these divisions they made, and these signs are segregated into 3 parts, and the divisions they made. 1 to 13, Aries. 2 and 14th is in Taurus. 3rd and 15th Shadashamsa will fall in Gemini. 4th and 16th will fall in Cancer. If you take the first sign, first category of signs. The 5th will fall in Leo. 6th will fall in Virgo. 7th in Libra. 8th in Scorpio. 9th in Sagittarius. 10th in Capricorn. 11th in Aquarius, 12th in Pisces. So for these things, so which are movable, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, so we need to take it from Aries. So those are fixed, we need to calculate from Leo. Those are dual, we need to calculate from Sagittarius. So for example, the 16 Shodashamshas for Aries or Cancer or Libra or Capricorn movable signs are distributed to the 16 signs commencing from Aries. Similarly, for fixed signs from Leo and the dual signs from Sagittarius are shown in the above speculum. So this 16th division, we are coming to very minute degrees, 1 degree, 52 minutes, 30 seconds. So these things, Shodashamsha will deal with the vehicles. So how you will deal, what happiness you will get from the vehicles, those things it will be can be seen from the Shodashamsha. So the first house in the Shodashamsha will tell about what is your character towards getting the possessions or property or vehicle, immovable. What is your attitude towards property or vehicle? Okay. If the first house lord was in 6, 8, 12, it means you have such a bad temperament. You dislike the property or vehicles, or you will get vexed. You will get some constant battles with them. So, and the first house lord is seated in good houses, then it will be you have a right attitude to acquire properties and vehicles, and you will gain the happiness from them. And the second house will deal with the accumulation of happiness from your family. And the third house is what are the efforts you will keep, how much effort you will keep in order to acquire property or vehicle. And fourth house is what happiness you will get from your property or vehicle. So if fourth house lord was sitting in Dushtanas, then even though you buy a costly car, you may not get any happiness. Okay. And the fifth house is what is your past life karma? What is your intelligence you will show in acquiring property or vehicle. And seventh house is relationships. So how you will maintain a relationship with your property, and or you will do any business kind of thing with your property or vehicles. Those kinds we'll see. Seventh house is related to business. So will you do any business with your property or vehicles? We need to see from the seventh house. Eighth house is, it's like the problems. What the problems? What are the sudden events you will get with your property or vehicles? And the ninth house is, will you get a proper guidance in order to purchase and maintain this property or vehicle? So Guru Sthan, and the luck factor. How is your luck factor in order to purchase property, vehicle, or maintain your property or vehicle? And the 10th house is how you will administrate, how you will manage your property and vehicles. 11th house is what are the gains you will get from your properties. What are the gains you will get from your vehicles? Those things. In the 12th house, it is not a death of your property or vehicle. It is theft or accident, litigation. Those kind of serious problems where you lost your property or vehicle can be seen from the 12th house. Okay. So these are the Shodashamsha. It is very, nowadays, for this Kali Yuga, it is very important acquiring properties and vehicles. So we need to seriously check how is your Shodashamsa chart. If it is bad, try to register on your spouse name when you are purchasing a vehicle. If it is bad, Shodashamsa is bad. So try to register your vehicle or property on your spouse name or kid's name, whatever. Whoever is having good Shodashamsa, bring them into the picture. So, over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Shodashamsha. This is 16th division. As Maharshi said, right, from D12 onwards, whatever the divisional charts, because they are going into minute level. The divisions are very, it's a 2 degrees, below 2 degrees, like that it goes. All these division charts will deal with your Sukshma Sharira, deep level, the what we are calling spiritual life, moksha, those words we are using, right? So these all Varga charts somehow connected to this type of subject, spiritual things, Sukshma Sharira things, about the progress, what is your connection with God, and how your religious approach, practice, daily involvement in that. So all this comes, these Varga charts. So how we see the D9 is a division of 9th house. Dharma chart, it's same time Kalatra chart. 7th house also we are taking into consideration. Karaka. D12 is a 12th house. Is a division of 12th house. Your past life as well as your parents. So this D16 is a division of your 4th house. So in the D1 4th house, we all know it deals with mother and vehicles, conveyances, properties, immovable properties, all those things. So if you want to know about deeply these things like vehicles, all these things, you need to study this D16 chart. So D16 chart is again, one house is divided into 16 parts, and those 16 parts, there are lots. In the shloka is mentioned. Out of 16 divisions, 1, 5, 9, 13, 4. First, these are the 4. 1, 5, 9, 13 is ruled by Brahma. And 2, 6, 10, 14 is ruled by Vishnu. 3, 7, 11, 15 ruled by Shiva. And the remaining 4 ruled by Surya. So these are the 4 lords: Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Surya. Odd signs start from Brahma, even signs start from Surya. There is a vice versa. Arohana, Avarohana. You need to see again what is a Brahma, what is a Vishnu, what is the Shiva, those qualities, characteristics. If any planet is sitting in particular division, that particular planet, and the Adipati, the Lord, is a Brahma, is a Brahma is creativity, Vishnu is a maintained status, Shiva is a destroyer, Surya is a progressive. So all these qualities you can apply in that manner to sitting planet. And most of the people, because we are nowadays, we are in a materialistic world, everybody wants to have vehicle. So whether you can you buy a vehicle or not, you can see that in the D16, same 4th house denotes that one. Because Lagna is strong, 4th house is also well placed. During that dasha, antardasha, mostly antardasha or pratyantardasha, the person definitely will going to have a vehicle in that. He is going to have a conveyance, happiness from vehicle. And 7th house also denotes buying of second vehicle. Suppose your old vehicle you are throwing out or selling out and buying second vehicle. So you need to see seventh house like that. So there are so many inner things available in this D16 chart. So interested people can deep study, check their own charts. When you buy a vehicle, when you sold out your old vehicle, and when you bought second vehicle, those dashas related to in D16 which houses they are showing. In that way, you can correct your chart also, birth time rectification. So birth time rectification also using these Varga charts, particular event. So particular planet will give that one, particular dasha. So exactly is matching or not. So accordingly, you can adjust your time. So that the chart is rectified. Like that, many glimpses are there. Many things, each Varga chart is having so many inner meanings, inner things, which we cannot see easily. Only interested people deep want to know in the chart reading, then can go inside and have a look. Anything, sir? That's all from my side.
Okay. Anyone can add, sir. If you have any things, you can add to the topic. So, in divisional charts, very less number of people know about this concept. Very few people will see this divisional charts. So, we also see when there is a specific question by the clients to go in deep. So generally we will see D1 and D9 charts, Navamsha and Lagna chart only. If any people specifically ask a question related to some specific area, then we will go to the next divisional charts. So if there is any suffering in the D1 chart, then only we will see and we will go to the divisional charts. Basically, D9 will reveal total story of that person, what dharma. So based on dharma only we will face the so many consequences, what dharma he will follow. So the Navamsha will tell what dharma he will follow. That is the main important divisional chart. So if Navamsha is good, if dharma is good, then all things will appropriately will give best results. So we give utmost importance to Navamsha. Any specific questions like about career, about how we deal with parents, or so here this is a Shodashamsha is the it's a C-section of fourth house. The fourth house Chaturdamsha is for your happiness, and for vehicles part they divided into Shodashamsha. So for fourth house it's a 2 divisional charts. So this is a C-section of that house. So happiness. So we will go to the next one, sir.
Yeah, this also this and one more thing, each divisional chart will have a karkas. Karka means what parameter you are going to see in that house. So because now D16 Shodashamsha, we are dealing with regarding properties and conveyances or happiness. So for conveyances comes to vehicles, vehicles is denoted by the Karaka planet is always Venus. And happiness can be seen from moon. So, and moksha also comes in the 16th house, D16. So D16 deals with moksha. So again, Ketu. So any Varga chart, we need to give primary importance to these Karkas, moon, Venus, and Ketu. If it comes to vehicles, that I mentioned earlier, the lords, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Surya. So conveyances means vehicles. So vehicles is how they denoted and what type of vehicle the person is going to have, then you can see that. Like Brahma, what is the vehicle of Brahma? Vehicle of Brahma is a swan, Hamsa. And the vehicle of Vishnu is a Garuda, Garutmant. And the vehicle of Shiva, Nandi, it's a bull. And vehicle of Surya is he has 7 horses, Saptahashvas. So horses. So these are the transportation vehicles at the time of writing this Shastra in the ancient times. So in ancient times we have a Bullak Gadi, so there's a, which is bulls uses. There's a Nandi. Garuda means again that is maybe in previous yugas, at least not in Kali Yuga, you can't see Garuda. Again, Hamsa also used for transportation in previous very ancient times. Still we can see that Surya horses, even nowadays also. So the comfortness, what type of vehicle the person is going to have, you can get distinguished using these qualities. So what type of lord is the planet is holding. So like this, you can see many things in the chart. The Varga chart shows. Yeah, any doubts, or shall we continue?
So we need to replace with hashbacks, sedan.
Yeah.
EV.
different vehicles. Two-wheeler or four-wheeler. Depend on.
So this much homework the ancient people Parasara given to us to decode and to opt for the current generation. So there is a much more wider scope to update, to think and research on each and every Varga chart. Even one Varga chart, it will take a whole lifetime. How he written this much thing. So, great salute to Parasara Maharshi by giving this opportunity to study all these occult sciences. Okay, sir, we will go to Vimshamsha.
Vimshamsha. Yes, sir. Oh, where it is gone? My screen is. Oh. 1 second, sir. My screen is somehow. Oh. Shloka number.
Page number 75.
75, yes.
Last para.
Yeah. अथ विंशति भागानाम अधिपा ब्राह्मणोदिता क्रियाक्षरे स्थिरे दापान मृगुन्नाद द्विस्वभावके काली गौरी लक्ष्मी विजयी विमला सती तारा ज्वालामुखी श्वेता ललिता भगलामुखी प्रत्यंगिरा शची रौद्री भवानी वरदा जयी त्रिपुरा सुमुखी चेति विषमे परिचिन्तयेत् समराशौ दया मेधा चिन्नशीर्षा पिशाचिनी धूमावती च मातंगी बाला भद्रारुणा अनला पिंगला चुत्सुका होरा वाराही वैष्णवी सीता भुवनेशी भैरवी च मंगला या अपराजिता. So these are many names. Vimshamsha.
From Aries for a movable sign, for Sagittarius for a fixed sign, And from Leo for a common sign, this is how calculation of Vimsamsa. Vimsamsa is 30 degrees, each sign is 30 degrees. So divided by 20. So you will get 1 degree, 30 minutes. So that is 20 parts. We are breaking a sign into 20 parts. So this Vimsamsa, they divided into Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn as one part, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius as one part, and Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces as one part. So movable, fixed, and dual signs. So here, this is how the calculation of Vimsamsa, 1 by 20th of sign, 1 degree, 30 minutes each comments. The preceding deities are the 20 Vimsamsas in an odd sign are respectively Kali, Gauri, Jaya, Lakshmi, Vijaya, Vimala, Sati, Tara, Jwalamukhi, Shweta, Lalita, Bhagalamukhi, Pratyangira, Sachi, Raudri, Bhavani, Varada, Jaya. So Jaya repeated 2 times. Tripura and Sumukhi. In an even sign, these 20 deities respectively are Dhaya, Megha, Chinnasi, Isachini, Dhumavati, Matangi, Bala, Bhadra, Aruna, Anala, Pingala, Chuchu. What is that, sir? I'm not able to see. Chuchuka. Hora, Varahi, Vaishnavi, Sita, Bhuvaneshwari, Bhairavi, Mangala, and Aparajita. There are 20 Vimsamsas at the rate of 1 degree 30 minutes in the whole sign. See the table below, given below. So they divided these signs into 3 categories, and the divisions are 20. So 30 degrees divided by 20. So this Vimsamsa shows what are your religious inclination, how religious you are. So what is your attitude towards religion? What dharma? So this is the C section of 9th house towards religion. So 9th house will deal with religion. So this in this first house it deals with them. What is your attitude? What is your character towards religion? So religious deeds. Will you follow yajna, yaga, those kind, whatever religion you are? So whatever the things you will follow or not, the first house deals with that. And second house is how your family was dealing, how your family raised you, what principles they told, what ethics they told towards religion, how religious your family is the second house. The third house is what are the efforts you will keep in order to maintain your moral code towards religion. And fourth house is what are the happiness you will get from your religious path. So you will travel in a religious path, then what is the happiness you will get from that path. So fifth house is, all people know that it is a mantra siddhi. So what you will gain from the religion. So what intelligence you will gain, what mantras, not only mantras, what can we say, sir? Fifth house is mantra siddhi. So different religions will have, there are certain rituals. So what rituals you will practice, what mantras you will practice, those kind of what intelligence you will gain from them can be seen from the fifth house of Vimsamsa. The sixth house, what are the obstacles you will face? What is the service, daily routines? Will you do puja or Shura Namaskara? Will you do any ritual daily practice or not? What all the service you will showcase? That can be dealt with sixth house. And seventh house, will you do any business with the religion? Nowadays, so many people are doing. Will you do any relationships? Will you maintain relationships or not? Can be seen by the seventh house. So many people will open puja stores. Okay, that is also like a really religion-based business, and many people will sell some stones, ratnas, those kind of things will come. So, what are the business they will do? So, what are the sudden events they will face while traveling in the religious path? That can be seen from the 8th house, the 9th house. Will you go for a long trips? So, 3rd house is short trips. Will you go long trips, Tirtha Yatra? Those kind of things can be seen from the 9th house. If 9th house is promising good, you will travel far away temples, far away religious places, holy places, those kind of things. In the 10th house, how you will administrate, how you will manage your religion, how you will, in public, how you will behave. Will you preach or will you scold your religion, whatever the things. The 10th house, whatever the karma you will accumulate towards religion can be seen in the 10th house. In the 11th house, what are the gains and profits? So gains and profits and the friend circle you will maintain. Will you maintain that or not in the religious path? Will you get that religious friends? Will you get that gains or not? Can be seen from the 11th house, and the 12th house is last spirituality, moksha. So that can be seen from the 12th house. These are the what I know about Vimshamsa. Sir, what do you?
Yes, sir. This Vimshamsha again deals with your what is called yoga towards reaching your spiritual path. So what, because each person maybe if they're interested to know about God and do practice, so that is called, nowadays we call it a yoga. So the yoga is again different: bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, raja yoga, hatha yoga. There are so many methods in the Bhagavad Gita. Also, Lord Krishna given the examples. In what way you want to reach me, it's up to you. Whatever way you can select out of mentioned ways. So that's why this Vimshamsha also shows that your spiritual path and what is obstructing towards your goal, that you can see in this chart, the Vimshamsha. So that's why the Karaka of this house is, this Varga chart Karaka is Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is achieve anything in spiritual path, divine blessing is required. That is given by Jupiter. If Jupiter is strong in this chart, you have a lot of blessing from divine. So you will achieve that. You maybe your path will be very smooth. But Saturn is your karma. What you brought from your previous lives, the baggage will be there. If you have a lot of baggage, that will not allow. You need to mingle with materialistic things to clear your karma. You need to complete those pending karmas. So for that, you day-to-day life, you will involve in that. You will suffer that. You will face things. You will fight for that only. So no more thinking of any spirituality. The person is involved in regular materialistic things. If health is not good, financial problems, family problems, surrounding problems, many problems. So once the person is in that problems, he cannot think or he cannot look for that side, spiritual side. So that's why if the Saturn is strong, there is no option. So the person need to look for how to reduce the karma. So that's why this chart gives that information. So whoever want to know the spiritual progress. Again, the deities also is given. Vimshamsha 20 divisions to 20 lots. So those 20 lots, you need to see the Karaka, Jupiter, for divine blessing. So in which division is sitting there. So you need to opt for that Devi sadhana. And at the same time, Saturn, which is blocking to progress spiritual side. So again, Saturn is in which Devi, the Lord, the divisional Lord is holding, like Tara, Jwala, whatever, Lakshmi, whatever. You need to do again praying for that to reduce your karma, and so that soul can look for spiritual side. So there are a lot of things in divisional charts. So like this, we need to see with patience, because divisional charts, why important is the time, birth time should be very correct. Otherwise, it will be misguided. It is in Lagna, 1 degree changes, the divisional chart changes house to house, complete change. So then it will be, you get all misinformation. Most of the things will not match to your life, what you are facing, what you are living in surrounding things. So that's why the birth time is very, very important and it should be correct. Then the divisional charts will get correct results. And from that results also, you can see pinpoint most of the things. So this is about Vimshamsha D20. I think we can stop for this one. If any have doubts, please.
Sir, we can stop that recording, sir.
Yes, sir. Stop.